And it's starting, and I guess this is the start of it. Hello, this is Cute Fuzzy Weasel, and welcome to Feeding the Podcast. I'm here with Repair Guy.
Say something.
Say something. Come on.
I'm not here.
You are here, though.
Nasi
No,
Man.
I'm not here.
Hi.
Nasi Man, he texts really loud.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Hi.
I can't. I'm still working out the microphone right now.
I'm just a loud person in general.
Yeah, well, talk like you're loud. What?
Oh, you mean like this? You mean like at
No,
this
when
kind
you
of...
peek up.
Oh,
No.
you mean like when I'm really excited about something?
Yeah, okay. So
Okay, yeah.
You peak a little bit, but that's not too bad. How about you? And I'm also here with Justin, who runs Film Odyssey.
Yeah, hi, how are you? I'm doing very well, thank you for asking.
That was kind of low. Say it again.
Hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you for asking.
Stop knocking on the table.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, knock it off, asshole.
Yeah. Fucker.
At least it's not a knife. At least it's not
Yeah,
represented with the knife.
there's no sharp objects anywhere
Let's
on
hope
this table.
not. Let's
No.
Take this away from me.
What?
I'm gonna keep fiddling with that.
Hey, don't play with this. Is an $88 little
Yeah, I
test
know.
cam thing.
I
We
know.
need to keep expensive things away from us.
Oh,
No,
well,
I'm
don't
not
mess.
worried about breaking the expensive stuff. I'm just gonna keep fiddling with it, and it's gonna pick up on the mic.
But definitely don't mess around with the backpack with at least $2,000 worth of glass inside of it.
No, see, I know not to fuck with things that are that expensive.
Yeah.
How do you feel with that on your back when you're walking around?
I feel.
I hope he doesn't get
I
hit
feel
by a car.
important.
You feel important?
I feel important when I got that because I've got glass in there that's also salvaged from one of my dad's old SLRs.
Yeah.
That I got an FL to 4/3 adapter for it. This is totally disinteresting the audience that this is intended for too, because they're all like, "Come on, tell us about trolls."
For you film buffs out there, this is fascinating, though.
Oh, it's boring as shit for them too. This is like, come on, I deal with this for work every single day.
Yeah.
I don't need to listen to something that tells this. It would be like me listening to an editing podcast.
I've tried that once.
I spend all day staring at Premiere. Now I'm
This
going
is
to listen
boring
to
me, and I'm here.
Shit. Okay, well,
Should we try? Are we gonna go ahead,
We
or should
should
we?
probably mark the occasion somehow.
um,
Should shoot something.
Yeah, the
I
power
do have a
of
gun
editing.
here.
No,
I've got a gun here right now.
Can we-
So,
Can we not kill something? End up
I
blowing
didn't
something?
say kill something. I said shoot something.
yeah, just
But it's
because
been
you.
a while since we blew some fruit up.
That's true. We should blow
there-
up a fruit.
We should do
No.
something.
We
for
should
the-
do a watermelon.
Like, what
Do something
fruit is
seasonal.
ideal to blow up?
I don't want to blow
watermelon.
up a watermelon.
Well,
No, because you can like hollow out the watermelon and eat the guts, and I can sit back and go, hey,
How would I
watermelon.
hollow it out? I guess you'd cut it in
Same
half.
way you do the fucking pumpkin. Cut the fucker in half, hollow it out.
Well, then you just
Reach
cut
in.
it in half.
Cut it in half and eat it out.
Well, yeah,
and
you
then...
stick it back together with toothpicks like you do with
What if you
Stick
just
it-
cut a hole in it and then you just...
because then you got to use a melon ball and really get in there.
Okay.
It'd
Yeah.
take a while.
so should we do that for like the 4th of July? Just fill it up.
Oh
with
no! For the
fireworks?
4th of July, what I wanted to do is I wanted to take one of you, maybe two of you, down to South Carolina, and go to an actual fireworks place. There's this
Firewater place.
Firewater.
Oh God!
I figure which
Man.
is closer. South Carolina's inevitably going to be closer.
Yeah.
South Carolina's closer than Georgia.
No, I was, for some reason in my brain, Tennessee was closer.
Okay, technically Tennessee is closer, but you got to cross the mountains.
No, you actually do find some pre-mountainous if you go to the right areas. It's just you got to find something directly off of a main tourist route, and that's going to put you mostly out in like heading towards Gatlinburg, Boone area, and it gets weird.
What's gonna be more?
You're going
What's,
to hear banjos before you hear fireworks.
what's gonna be more fun?
But I already know a good fireworks place. It's right on the border.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an actual TNT store.
Is it the south of the border place?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
and
great.
it's painted
Yeah, they're really
like,
great.
That's the saddest
If you've
amusement
ever
place
traveled
I've
to
ever
Myrtle
been to.
Beach,
But they
south
give
of the border,
best fireworks.
They have
it's
the
great. It's the best tourist trap I've ever seen.
and they have really nice people there, except for this one guy who was obviously homeless and he was trying to eat one of the firecrackers.
I think they're all homeless. It's just a
That's-
squatting
no,
place.
I don't
Do they
think,
like live in the
okay,
sombrero?
we live in this area. I don't think we have anything to talk about any other areas homeless people. I pass at least 5 homeless people on my way anywhere.
I think south of
No,
the border
you
to
pass
me.
people wandering. Those aren't homeless. They have a place to go.
No, they're homeless.
No, we actually have a very low homeless population here.
That's because
We
they
also have
all...
a very low population.
we have a
No,
very
I mean,
low
we just-
population.
Our cops, they just ferry the homeless away from our area.
So just take
It's like they'll pick them up at one county
They-
line, drop them off at the next.
They do that instead of busting the cocaine traffickers that come through.
They just act as
Main
a
Street.
taxi for homeless people from our town over to like Greensboro or something like that.
They take him to Reedsville.
There you
Oh,
go.
God,
Or
yeah,
Yeah, they
Ruffin.
really do.
Oh, Ruffin, yeah, definitely Ruffin.
No, nothing is in Ruffin.
That's the point.
No, there's nothing in Ruffin. Ruffin doesn't exist.
Except an absurd amount of homeless people.
Ruffin is like Area 51. You get onto Rawhut Street and you see a sign, trespassing beyond this point is, lethal force is authorized.
Have we ever talked about where we live?
I try to not.
Yeah,
Well, I guess we've just talked an absurd amount about how much where we live.
like anyone that really wanted to be creepy and compile all the evidence could probably come with a reasonable picture.
So we could just say where we are.
No.
Nah.
No, is that too much work?
Nah, let's let them still guess.
This is a bizarre podcast. This is not at all.
We have
what I-
not even covered the topic.
We haven't
This
even
is-
covered the
hold on.
topic yet.
This is
The
super.
power of editing.
This is super.
No, I'm not editing this shit.
What are you talking about? This is not bizarre yet.
No, it's not bizarre yet. I try to not. I really don't want to do a bizarre podcast.
Yeah, because if it starts getting bizarre, then it's...
We start talking about Jeffrey the.
No.
Yeah, we can't.
You're talking about that's
No.
the podcast I want to have.
No.
Oh, come on, dude. Like I said before in
want
the
the
car, I forbid you to do anything that will land you in jail during the filming of the series.
Okay, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I don't think. Just
No, we're
talking
leaving.
about weird stuff
Jeffrey
on
is
the-
not coming up at any conversation
Jeffrey
outside
is
of
not
the circle.
coming up in any conversation.
And now that you've brought it up, there's going to be an absurd amount of people going, "What the hell is Jeffrey? We demand to know." Your YouTube mailbox, which you don't look at, is going to be full
the
of
YouTube mailbox doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they
That's
got
right.
rid of it.
Yeah, now you just have to comment.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna put this out there as one of those people who has no idea what the hell you're talking about. I
you-
feel like I fit that demographic of wanting to know.
Okay, Jeffrey is
We're not
uh,
talking about it.
Jeffrey is a human potato hybrid that's full of spiders and demon possessed. He's a character in an RPG that I ran, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, he does sound like Bullwinkle.
What's this, new friends?
Oh God!
Yeah, correct. Oh God, stop!
Alumni of What's the Matter You 2012.
God damn it.
They ended up defeating Jeffrey by cutting off his head, and then igniting. You ignited 2 barrels of jet fuel with 4 sticks of dynamite.
And blew up the North Pole listening post.
And blew up Santa's listening post.
Which was from another role
Which was
play,
from another RP that I played with them over Christmas.
where it was the
Based
thing.
on the thing.
Where it was the elf, where it was essentially John Carpenter's The Thing, just in the North Pole with elves.
I would love to see the elf that Kurt Russell would have played though.
I was the crazy old fat guy, like the doctor. That was
Yeah,
pretty much,
you played the I think you no, it was Ian that played Kurt Russell's.
Yeah.
Gary, he's shorter and he pours the gin down the chest machine. He says, "Cheap bitch."
Yeah, but me, I was the crazy doctor, because like the first thing I did is the moment I realized something was going wrong, I just went insane and like
Yeah, he started smashing up everything, but you totally forgot to smash up the listening post's computers
I know.
And then we
and the
forgot to
radio
check them.
equipment. You just started smashing up the infirmary. Like, fuck you! I want to guarantee that
Hope
we
no one
fail.
gets a paper cut, bitch.
That map still exists, and it is now a territory that has slipped into another dimension.
If
and will
anyone
come up
actually
from time
follows
to time.
my Twitter, you can actually see a picture I've posted of what's left of that map.
Yeah, if you follow Red
Yeah, I
Repair Guy.
think I may have tagged you in that Twitter
Yeah, he
post.
tagged me in it.
I don't
And
tweet.
Yeah, you don't tweet.
I have a Twitter.
You're a twit.
How about you?
Nah.
You have the better connection out of all of us.
And I don't do
Well, no,
anything.
he has the best connection.
You have the best connection out of all of us, and you do absolutely fuck all with it.
Well, no, he plays Guild Wars.
You have
I don't
any
even do
idea?
that now. I don't even do that now.
You have any idea what I would do to get your connection? How many people
I've-
I would become a contracted killer for? To get the connection that Nasiman has, all the stuff I could do that I don't have because I have satellite. So not only is there a 3-second delay between what I do and what happens, but I also have what is it now? It's a 30 gigabit monthly allowance.
God.
I have 30 gigs between 9 a.m. and that's the speakers are doing that. They're looping. I have 30 gigabits between 9 a.m. and 2 in the morning, and then between 3 and 8.
Fuck me.
What?
My jaw popped. And it hit me in
Stop
the face.
dislocating your jaw.
You weren't even playing with a knife and you already hurt yourself.
Jesus, Jeb, you're bleeding somehow. How do you hurt yourself so bad all the time?
I'm
You're just like, there's no way. I don't think, is there ever been a disjointed talk where he just like didn't end up hurting himself with something?
No,
not.
No, during the one that we did about the
one in the wood. No, I hurt
No,
myself
you
with a
hit
stick.
yourself in the face with a stick.
I didn't hit myself in the
Yes,
face,
you
did I?
did. You were like poking your.
Yeah,
you
you were
doing
doing the whole the whole Monty Python and the Holy Grail monks thing where they were like, oh yes, Tommy, they're hitting themselves in the face, and you started doing that with some wood.
I still have that stick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, somehow.
It's in the car.
Oh,
I like that stick.
that's a good stick. You.
So anyway, Justin is also here.
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to take all this in.
So
There's
There's
a
a lot of
There's-
shit that's happened.
there's
the last
a
few
lot
years.
of there's a whole multiverse of shit that's been going on with the RPs.
Oh my god. I haven't been able to play them for like forever.
Yeah, you have to get in on this one with the potatoes. You gotta get in. on
I do. I just have to manage to get.
Maybe
the day
he
off.
can be the guy that knows the plot since I killed the plot.
Yeah, you killed the guy who was going to show
I
you
shot
how...
the plot in the face because he was doing bad Japanese voice acting.
No, the guy had a tick. He had a facial tick.
No, you said it weird and then went because you thought it was stupid and I shot you for it.
No, the guy had a tick.
Yeah, that's what you say now that I killed him.
And you shot him in the face, so they're
But
now
wouldn't you have
stumbling
shot you?
through this... No!
Yes, you would have.
I would have shot him in the leg.
I didn't specify where I was shooting him.
No,
so
you shot him in the...
shoot
You rolled critical.
Oh yeah, I did.
Then,
roll
because of
shit.
the,
Oh,
the
God, I
system
did
that I'm
roll
using,
critical.
he rolled double critical, and the guy ended up red mashed potatoes on the inside of a pantry. He just like, don't worry, I can...
No, he finished talking.
No, I'm not even allowing you to finish him talking. He opened up the door, and your character had such bloodlust. You had such a need to kill. You were like, I gotta fucking shoot someone in the goddamn face.
Look,
and you saw him.
Flannery O'Connor does not have bloodlust. He just has a potato as his middle name.
Flattery Potato O'Connell.
Damn it,
Flannery Potato O'Connor.
no, okay. This it's
So the
it's a
Irish in me is just
it's a
like,
biz-
my,
it's a
my little
bizarre-
Irish heart just broke.
Oh my god,
My little Irish heart
This is
just
terrible,
broke.
Nasi man. Shut the
You're
hell
the one
up.
that thought of the secret pope, okay?
No,
What? There isn't a secret pope?
No, the secret pope gave us the mission.
Shut this. Okay, yeah, but you have to protect him. You had to protect him, and you shot the guy that was going to help you protect him.
The secret pope is probably fine.
Is he like Battle Pope?
Something like that.
Is he like Battle Pope? Because Battle Pope's awesome.
He's kind of like that. He's kind of like I envisioned him.
So anyway, upcoming projects.
He's sort of
No,
Nick
we didn't
Fury
know
as
about.
the
I didn't know
Pope.
what. I didn't know.
He's sort of Nick Fury as the Pope.
So he isn't Battle Pope. He isn't Battle Pope.
Well,
in the
actually,
way
no. He was going to be Nick Fury as the Pope. Now I've turned him into something completely different, and I'll have to insert Nick Fury as something. I might actually have Nick
I'll
Fury
be Nick-
show up at
I'll
the
be-
end of the campaign to try
Just
and
as
recruit
Nick
you.
Fury.
Yeah, he'll try and recruit you.
He's just tired of these motherfucking potatoes in this motherfucking farm.
Motherfucking potatoes on this motherfucking plot.
All this
So-
started over a weird Japanese
so-
dinner.
So we're about 15 minutes in, about
And
14
we've not
minutes
even
in.
told people what
And
we came for.
We haven't even said what we've come in for.
Did we even say the name?
Yeah.
Feeding the podcast, I think.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I think
that
you
was up there
covered
with the
that.
first.
Welcome to Feeding the Podcast.
Welcome to Feeding the
The
Podcast.
official Cute Fuzzy Weasel.
The official Cute Fuzzy Weasel podcast, where we've already talked about Jeffrey.
Like you said you wouldn't.
I said that I wouldn't, and then then Justin started saying that he wanted to.
I'm sorry.
We
did it.
had to know about
Yeah.
it.
We
We haven't even scratched the surface of Jeffrey yet.
Well, I'm
There's-
fulfilled right
You
now.
you need to stay. You need to stay
After
at
the
surface level with
podcast,
Jeffrey.
we'll discuss the finer
I'm
points
afraid.
of Jeffrey.
I'm afraid of learning more.
As
I
well you
only,
should be.
I am
Jeffrey
on
the
surface
Moose
level.
Boy.
I'm surface level with Jeffrey as well, and for good reason. So let's go to
Okay, on upcoming projects. Oh God, I somewhere in there something horrible. Okay,
Okay, keep
All right.
your reaction to a minimum because they're going to want to see it. And then
what?
that's a picture of Jeffrey.
God,
Christ.
oh, God,
that's a
why are
minimal,
you doing
that's
this?
a pretty minimal reaction to that.
We'll explain Jeffrey later.
Okay. There's gonna be a lot of explaining to do, guys.
Oh my
There's gonna be a
god.
lot of explaining to do. Okay, so
Does he walk around and just
No,
kill me to everybody?
No.
No.
He was. We came up with him as the worst possible thing to face during the campaign, and then I
And
rolled
we
with
did
him,
it.
and then we did it, and I kind of regret it now.
okay, so we're
Okay, so we're done talking about Jeffrey.
What are we?
that's the
Thank you.
title.
Shut up, Jeffrey. The title of this will be Jeffrey.
Welcome to Feeding the Jeffrey.
No, you don't want to do that because
No,
spiders
you don't
come out of
wanna
his
be
mouth
Jeffrey.
and form a funnel, which liquefies the target
Yeah.
and licks it up.
No, it's
That
Puss in
sounds
Boots.
good.
Look at him.
Oh,
eyes.
God.
Oh,
Okay, so
yeah.
I think it's a phenomenal game.
So upcoming projects. If anybody has been following my Twitter, you know that I am now seriously looking into a comic. That I'm seriously looking into making a comic, and I haven't exactly come up with the title for it yet. I just know that it involves teleportation and a cat.
Feeding the comic.
Feeding the comic.
Everything is going to be branded as feeding the something.
No. This is not in any way related to Feeding the Trolls, except semi through the series.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about the series.
Oh God, this is.
Okay,
Oh yeah, so this is the big thing. This is the thing that's actually been keeping me busy for like 4 months now.
Do we want to open with this, or do you want to go talk about smaller things and then go into that?
Do I
I think
wanna-
we should go ahead and jump into it because we're not going to stay there long.
Dude,
we will bounce around.
we already spent 17 minutes talking about
Bullshit.
the Moose Boy.
Okay,
So-
so the series.
So the series. And now no one's going to give a shit about the series because they're all like, what the fuck are they talking
the
about?
comment section
15
for
people
this-
have died while listening to this case. A moment of silence for all 15 that have been lost.
Okay. All right, so the series. So what I've been up to, what I've been planning on doing, and I'm planning on shooting this towards the middle of July into August. I don't expect it'll take us longer than 2 months to do this. Okay. Just because the pieces that I've worked out in the script are very minimal. So what it is I've taken the plot of Feeding the Trolls, and I've separated it out from Feeding the Trolls. And I came to this conclusion after watching a lot of different YouTube people who have shows that where they have a plot line in them. And I've noticed that one of two things happen as that show progresses. You either have a lot of people... what you end up happening is a lot of people that kind of throw the plot over to the sideline and don't really pay much attention to it.
Yeah,
and
but
then
ultimately the plot just becomes a vehicle to forward the content of the video.
yeah,
Like,
And when that happens, you totally lose all the work that you've done.
You
yeah,
have
kind of.
that's movie Bob syndrome. Where
Yeah.
he has like the slightest amount of a story in it.
Yeah, or you go the other route, which is where Linkara has gone to.
Where
in
the
my
story
opinion.
just takes
where
everything.
the story has taken over, and now it's like, do you even do the reviews anymore? And, I mean, he still does them, obviously, but it's very plot oriented, and his plot is not bad. It's not bad. It's just
I wouldn't call it great.
I would no, but I think I've decided that instead of doing that, I'm going to separate them out. So Feeding the Trolls is going to be its own thing with a minimalistic plot to it sometimes, maybe just episode to episode.
Yeah, it's gonna be sort of like a sitcom thing where it's just it's gonna be self-contained in it.
Each episode is just self-contained kind of deal.
You might do like the Halloween thing though.
Those are just fun.
The Halloween things are always... There's always a plot to the Halloween things.
It has to
well,
be.
no, like
There was a plot to the
you
first
had a
Halloween
lead, like how you led into the one immediately after that with the ending of the Halloween.
Oh,
one.
with the ending of the Halloween thing? Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll still do that.
I was in that one for all of 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'll still do that one. But I've decided to take the overarching storyline that I had planned for Feeding the Trolls and just turn it into its own series. So what it's going to turn into is about 8 episodes. It is 8 episodes, roughly 18, 20 minutes apiece, maybe 15, maybe a little less. And I'm doing this because I'll be able to focus just exclusively on the plot, exclusively on making it as good as I can or as good as I feel like, and not having to figure out how to work that into the Feeding the Trolls. Because what was happening was I was filming Feeding the Trolls with the plot, and then the plot would involve you guys. Yeah, Nasu Man is especially the problem. Because your schedule sucks.
Because I don't have a set one.
His schedule fucking sucks because that's his fault. And anyway,
sorry, I don't work a 9 to 5. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Because I'm not.
Why don't you just put on your job helmet?
Put up a job helmet, fire on a job cannon, go to Job Town and find myself and pull some jobbies off of a job tree. I don't know.
But
this reference was brought to you by boredom.
Boredom.
But no,
it's next to Arby's.
I try.
It's in Arby's, in the bathroom of Arby's, while you're waiting for Arby's to happen.
I've been working.
Yes,
doing
you
delivery.
had to process that, didn't you? Jeb had to process that little thing.
Yeah.
I've been working in a delivery like at a Domino's, and I've been trying to get like the same schedule every week, and every time I put up a good argument, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll think about it," and they just don't do it.
You should. Why don't you just throw out there that, hey, I'm going to be involved in filming something soon?
Oh, they don't care.
Because they'll just stop scheduling you when your availability isn't as open as possible.
Yeah.
That's the way that.
Or they'll actually schedule me on the days I ask off. And
just to screw with you.
Yeah, no, they did that. They did that. Like, it was I didn't ask for my birthday off. I asked for the day after my birthday off. And they gave me my birthday off. And they scheduled me for a closing. Like, they scheduled me for like a 9-hour shift on the day I specifically asked off. And I was like, I'm willing to work on my birthday just to get this day off. And they're like, nah.
No, we really need you because that's when the rush comes.
Yeah.
So anyway,
you're vitally important to the pizza delivery process.
So what would happen?
I'm a good deliverer.
What would happen is that I tried to schedule with these guys, and because I was really trying to keep Feeding the Trolls. By the way, Feeding the Trolls got delayed because I'm adapting to new camera equipment that I just bought.
That's really nice.
It's really nice. I got a Panasonic GH4.
What's there's like 2 things that you filmed on it so far.
I filmed 3 things. I filmed the reading that I just did for Epic Quest to Feed the Trolls.
Right.
And I filmed the last 2 commercial riffs. I'm still trying to get the focus right. I'll deal with that. It's hard to film myself with that camera with no one else behind it.
Oh yeah, well that's anything you film. It's very difficult to film
that's why I put Nasiman's helmet on a tripod, and I put it in front of my camera, and I was like, this is where I'm going to stand, and I focused the 14mm on it, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to move out of that spot. And then during the filming, I totally forgot where that spot was. And I started drifting in and out, which is why during the commercial riffs, you can actually see me go slightly out of focus every time I move. But the camera's got an automatic. Okay, back to what I was saying. I would schedule these guys for part of the plot, and then they wouldn't be able to show up, or I'd get them for like an hour, and then I'd have to reshoot. And then that week buffer that I had between episodes would get eaten up. And then the episode would suffer because I'd have to quick edit it to get the plot thing done. Then the plot thing would suffer because I'd have to quick edit it and put it together with the feed, and then you end up with an episode that's a shit.
Yep.
And I didn't want to do that. And I feel like having a separate series will open up more options. And you guys know the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to spoil it. I'll just
not-
tell you. I become important
Nazi-Man becomes incredibly...
I'm finally important.
Yeah,
Useful.
No, not useful. Just important. There's a difference.
You're useful for the purpose of the story.
For the first 3 seasons, Nazi-Man is actually the key to saving the world. I think the cat's coming down the stairs.
I don't know if
He's not hiding on the couch
there's
anymore.
He's curious now. He wants to come down here and look at and try.
He'll
and get
come down here. He'll look around. Immediately want to go back up, and when the door's closed behind him,
He'll sneak around and go behind the stairs, and then I'll be like hours before he wants to come back up, and he'll have eaten all the spiders down here like he did last time.
But
no, I caught him with a spider in his mouth, and he was chewing it and purring. He was like,
oh god, my friend's mom found
Arachnid.
Found a trapdoor spider.
Cool.
Those things are terrifying.
like, come out. Did you try and pet it?
She picks it up in her hand, pets it, and takes it across the road and puts it in a field. And I'm just like, the fuck is that?
That is not arachnophobia.
That is a fearless woman.
That's the opposite of arachnophobia. That's
not arachnophilia. That's a totally different thing.
oh god.
No, that's like no. She's like this is Chris's mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who I'm all convinced she will have she's not dying of like in like a hospital bed or even in her own bed. She is dying by killing a bear with her own hands, eating it, gaining its power, and then slowly going into the cold night.
Well, she'd probably more go into some sort of weird septic shock by eating a bear liver.
Yeah. Bear livers are
She's
not
outliving us all. Let's just point that out.
Ain't outliving me. Hell, the fucking universe ain't outliving me, but that's
Noah
season
plans
10.
on being part of the singularity.
He plans on being the singularity.
So
not
anyway,
part
but
of it.
yeah, for the first 3 seasons, Nazi-Man's actually the key to saving the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's what I'm planning on. I will release plot.
We've spent less time talking about what we came to talk about than all the other shit we covered.
Wow.
Welcome
to podcasting.
Well, welcome to the Disjointed Talk style podcast that I like doing. This is why I said I didn't want a structure.
Yeah.
We've been doing these for a long time. We're just finally doing it
Recording
the right
it.
way.
God, we've still got... God, it's only 26 minutes into this.
How long do you... well, I guess we should have talked about that. Are we just doing this until we stop finding things to talk
They
about?
generally run about an hour.
I had
before they
planned
run
them
out.
on doing about an hour.
Okay, I like listening to really long podcasts.
That's because you have no one.
No, it's
You're alone.
You have no.
Stop turning away from the microphone, man.
I work-
Shame him in front of the microphone. Shame him.
Just because
How can I look at him?
I tend to listen to podcasts when I'm working. Because I'll put it on.
Oh,
the
well,
car.
then you could definitely listen to this one
Well, oh yeah, great.
that you're in.
Oh, I've done it before. I've listened to the podcast I was in before. It's not narcissism, I swear.
You've been in podcasts.
Yeah, I told you I did that one with Screaming Boy podcast back in November. I told you about that.
Oh, you said podcasts.
Well, no, just the one.
Okay, the podcast.
Yes,
So you've been in one.
the one.
I mean, theoretically, we've been in a few. We just didn't podcast it.
Well, no, those were disjointed talks. I mean, that's essentially this is what I've decided disjointed talks is going to evolve into.
And if anyone's wondering why that's not the title, it was taken.
Yeah, disjointed podcast is taken.
This sucks.
That was unfortunate, but it's true.
Ah, damn it, we could have tried Disjointed Talk-Cast.
I think that would sound weird.
Well,
We've already decided on a name, guys.
oh man, I like that name though.
Yeah, it's nice.
Disjointed Talk-Cast. You've got your phone here. Check and see if that's for real.
do the intro.
I don't get,
Do the
I don't
intro.
get signal down here.
Why doesn't your phone act like my phone, which gets signal everywhere?
Because
forever?
your phone is... Your phone is...
I have had my Droid Razor something since 2012, and it has not broken at all. Ever. And yet everyone I know, what happened to their, 4 months into their phone, the screen cracks, it catches on fire, urine starts leaking from it.
My phone. Oh, hold
I have
on.
never damaged my phone in any significant way.
My
I just
last
like upgrading.
my last phone lasted me 2 years before the touchscreen just failed, and I called up Verizon and I was like, "What happens? What's happening to my phone?" And they're like, "Oh no, that just happens sometimes."
Your phone is just dying.
your phone just there's nothing wrong with your phone, and really it's just it wasn't designed to last this long. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, Great. And I got the new phone, which the new phone's fine.
Yeah, I remember when you were taking me out.
But I'm just like trying to sit there, just like, oh yeah.
No. I remember when we went to that place in Graham.
Oh god,
that hole in the wall place that had no working phones on display. In fact, the display phones they had
broke.
Looked like someone had fucking shot them.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. You have to elaborate here.
Okay, so I was looking for a new phone,
and I was driving him around.
Right. So we go to
Why all the way to Graham?
Not Graham.
It was in Burlington. It was
Burlington.
It was right in downtown Burlington.
It was downtown Burlington.
So I'm going.
If you wanted somewhere sketchy, go to Walmart.
Well, no, because Walmart.
No, this was sketchier than Walmart.
This was,
like I said, go Walmart.
Right? No. So I went in there because I was like, okay,
I'm still
because they were the only other. They were like the only other like Page Plus dealer in town, because the only other ones were like gas stations or like places like that. So this is the only Page Plus dealer. I go there, and the first thing I notice when I go there is that they had this big display thing, and the phone on it had this huge crack in it.
Yeah, like someone had hit it with a sledgehammer.
And then I go to the next one next to it, and it's literally half of a phone.
Yeah, it was. It was half a phone.
It was like someone cut your phone I think
part of the control board was kind of sticking out of it, but I couldn't tell if they had cut it in half and then it slipped, or they had cut it in half and intentionally broken the control board slightly higher.
Yeah,
there were phones there that were just cases. But the cool part about it was they all had the theft devices on them. It was like, no, you better not steal our broken phone.
You can't take our shit. It's our shit.
And then I was like asking about like the phones they had, and the phones they had were like these nothing phones that they were selling for like 3 times their worth. There's an iPhone 4. There's like, I'll sell you this iPhone 4 for $200, and I just gone to the actual Verizon store, and a guy was trying to sell me an iPhone 4 for $80, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll get back to you.
There was a phone that was leaking from its battery.
Wait a second. Jesus. Hang on a second. You're nice to people that are clearly ripping you off. He does horrible things to people that call him.
He does
all the time.
I'm nice to people that are.
He's nice to people that are ripping him off, but then when people genuinely help him, he pisses on them. In the worst fucking possible way imaginable.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's his deal.
Is there a nice way to piss on somebody?
No.
Only if they're consenting. I guess.
Mouth agape.
No, it's like that one. It's like that Family Guy episode. Have you seen the one with I hate Family Guy, by the way, but this was the one funny part.
There's some good moments.
There were some good moments, but there was the one part where they had
Seth MacFarlane tells good jokes once in a while.
They had what's his name from Taken? Liam Neeson. They had Liam Neeson, and he came up to Peter, who was being his slave, and he said, "Peter, I saw this remote control car the other day. And it ran around me, and it was really funny, and I laughed. So what I want you to do is go down to the local gym, get on your hands and knees, and cup your hands, and ask people to pee into your hands." And Peter was like, "What? What? No, you don't understand. The car was funny. I mean, it made me laugh."
Was that Liam Neeson's interpretation of a Family Guy joke?
Yeah, it probably was, but it was his voice.
That's actually pretty.
It sounds like a good interpretation of Family Guy.
Then he went to it was, like I said, it was the one funny bit throughout the whole episode. He went to the gym, and there was this guy, and he saw Peter kneeling there, and he was like, "Liam Neeson send ya?" And Peter said, "Yeah," and the guy just laughs like, "Yeah, he sure loves those little cars." That was the one funny joke in the whole goddamn thing.
And it works.
Season. That's the word you're looking for.
Season. Show.
It's like
show.
It's like how Simpsons gets
universe.
It's like how Simpsons gets like one good joke a season now. And I
like this. I saw a recent episode of The Simpsons.
Now.
I liked it.
Remember Sky Cop? Remember how that was a bunch of wasted potential?
I never saw it.
Okay, so the episode starts with a very simple premise.
Chief Wiggum gets a jetpack and becomes Sky Cop for like 3 minutes.
And if that was what the episode was based off of, I'd have loved it. But then it just turns into what was the movie about, like the poker, like not the blackjack players, like them rigging the system, them counting cards?
Tombstone?
No, it was the recent one with
the hit line. I'll be
he died of syphilis.
It was the one. It was the recent one. It was like it might have just been called 21.
I think it was
Avengers.
No, it's called.
The Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that they all sat down and had poker.
That's how they beat Ultron. Remember?
Shania Twain was in it. She played someone who covered themselves in glitter.
Yeah.
This is getting weird.
This is not the Avengers Age Ultron I went and saw.
No. And
I don't think Disjointed Talk-Cast is taken.
yeah. It is. It's not. It
Feeding
took
the
you that
pod-
long.
We already. Yeah, it just loaded.
Disjointed Talk-Cast is not taken.
Yeah, best I can tell, it is not taken.
Huh. Shit.
Run the intro.
Welcome. Hello, this is Fuzzy Weasel, and welcome to Disjointed Talk-Cast.
Run the stinger, folks.
Yeah, I'm here with Repair Guy Alpha and Nasu Furson
What?
and
Furson?
Morgan
Furson.
Snigalorg
Thank you.
We're brought to you here by
by Ketchup
By Ronco.
by Glarman Arnar.
but no,
It's
that was
space news. It's like your regular news, but it's in space
It's
and
just-
stuff.
the thing about The Simpsons is that, like they'll watch an episode and it'll start with a good premise and then it will immediately go to a lamer premise.
So you can tell how much he cares about bashing The Simpsons because all throughout this podcast, if we switch topics on a fly,
I'll go back to the last one.
he would just roll with it. But now that it's about The
Yes.
Simpsons, his fucking blood is boiling.
I need to
he's like,
let
God damn it!
I need to
gotta
let the world
I gotta
know."
fucking tell how fucking horrible I think the goddamn Simpsons are. Fuck The Simpsons.
They just lost Ned Flanders.
No, he went back into it.
Shearer is
Harry-
he was flexible on it, and apparently they got him back.
Yeah, they got him back.
The thing was that they you want to know why he left because they wouldn't let him do any other voice work other than that.
Wait, that was the reason?
That was the reason he could
An
do.
exclusivity contract is fairly normal in those situations.
But he could. But here's the thing. He
There's
could
a
do
reason
live,
Dan Castellaneta only does so much.
He could use live. He could do live action. Actually, no. Dan Castellaneta can go to Disney anytime and do Genie for them because he's under contract with them.
Yeah, but
Genie's.
you try and out money Disney.
Yeah, that means true.
Disney can out
Disney owns Star Wars now.
Disney owns Star Wars and they own Marvel.
Marvel, yeah.
If they buy DC, they own fiction.
I don't think they can buy I think there would be an antitrust lawsuit.
You could not. You also couldn't. You also because as much money as DC has as it's also Time Warner.
I'm pretty
owns
sure DC is just trying to kill DC movies and move on with their life.
No,
Because they keep making really bad ones.
It's very apparent with the upcoming Justice League film.
Oh my god.
Oh, can we talk about how like you guys have no faith for Suicide Squad, but I think the one good thing about it will be the Joker.
I didn't say that.
He did.
I did. I legitimately think the Suicide Squad's going to suck.
I think the Suicide Squad is not going to be very good, but I'm leaving an open mind to. I try and leave an open mind to all of the DC movies, with
Don't
the
get me
exception
wrong.
of Batman versus Superman,
That's
which I
gonna
think
be-
is a pre-gone
I'm
conclusion.
not insinuating it's going to be the worst movie ever, because then it would be interesting.
It would be.
I think it's going to be totally uninteresting and just like every other movie they've made in the last 10 years.
Do you plead?
Hold on,
Yes!
last 10 years.
Of course he bleeds!
Wait, last
You-
10 years that includes Dark Knight Rises and
Dark Knight
Knight.
Rises wasn't all that
Don't
good.
remember-
wasn't great. It wasn't great. It wasn't like the best movie ever. But
It
it was
wasn't
a
the
good
Dark Knight. The
wasn't
Dark
Dark Knight.
Knight was really, really good.
Yes.
And then they were all like, wow, no,
Well, we
let's
should do that
worship
2 more
Nolan.
times.
Let's do it. Let's
Let's
do it
do nothing
4
but
more times.
dark, moody, hopeless.
Well,
Except when they tried Green Lantern.
yeah, Green Lantern was
Except when
god-awful.
they
I
tried
actually-
Glean. They tried to do something new with, and I give them props for trying to do something
Green
different
Lantern's
with
a
Green
bunch
Lantern.
of
They
potential. but
casted
just-
a very good man-child. They just made the wrong
no,
character.
I really do.
No, they
think
casted a great Sinestro.
they cast.
No, I'm
the,
talking about the Green Lantern, the
yeah,
titular character.
They got Sinestro, and I think
like
they
the word
got
titular.
Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Right, they got him down.
They got him right,
It was
yeah.
just the choice of villain. That was the wrong
Yeah,
villain to
like,
start out with.
Blake Lively as Carol worked. She was fine.
Yeah, she was okay.
Like the supporting cast, like the cast is there. The cast is there, but Hector Hammond, they handled him really poorly, and going straight to Parallax was a really bad call.
that was a terrible
because
friggin'
that's
idea.
that's a too big of a guy.
First, I mean, the way I saw it was they saw the Silver Surfer. It didn't realize that the Silver Surfer really sucked,
And
and
then
then went, we can go bigger.
Yeah, and then they make Parallax, and Parallax is done really poorly because remember in the comics, the first time you ever see Parallax is Parallax possesses Hal Jordan.
The first enemy, the first bad guy they should have done should have been Sinestro. It really should have been Sinestro.
I would say Sinestro. I would say Sinestro, or a better way to do Hector Hammond.
They should just do an ultra-violent Red Lantern movie.
yes, they should have done...
Or a Red Lanterns. Or you could have done Atrocitus.
They could have done...
You could have Black Hand.
Daxstar.
Daxstar would
just
be cool.
Remake a classic.
A short Daxstar movie would be good. Do you know who Daxstar is?
I'm not
by
certain.
Pixar.
I just realized that Justin hasn't said anything in 10 minutes.
I'm just listening.
Okay, Daxstar is a Red Lantern that's a cat.
He's a cat.
He's a cat.
Well, that wins already.
He's really angry because someone stabbed his owner.
No, someone stabbed his owner, then he got beat up, then someone tied him into a sack and tossed him off a bridge for kicks.
And because Atrocitus was doing his whole thing, like, I'm going to go find the angriest people in the universe, and I'm going to give them red power rings.
He gave the cat a red ring, and now he wears it on his tail, and he dissolves people.
Is there one really angsty teenager?
No. Most people who are Red Lanterns are legitimately like...
Yeah, you have to
have gone through some shit.
You have to have a real reason to be pissed off.
Black Rings, right?
No, Black Rings are dead people.
Yeah, Black Rings are dead people.
I know.
And Black Hand's sort of an angsty teenager. He's a man-child inside of a man who's also a necrophiliac.
So, anyway, back to
Black
what I
Hand
think
would have
about...
been a great villain, but he'd be way too fucking dark for your first movie.
Yeah, that'd be like...
You'd have to make Black Hand a little bit safer for your first movie.
A little bit, yeah.
You'd have to make him just do I'm stealing Green Lanterns, because his original thing was before they went way off it. The original thing about Black Hand is that he had a thing where he stole the Green Lantern's
Just for
powers.
reference, it took us this long to get him out of the Simpsons train.
Well, you brought up the Green Lanterns.
We brought up comics. That's calmed him down some. And he's back to not, because when we were talking about the Simpsons, man, you saw veins were coming out of his face, didn't he?
They were horrible.
Thank God, he was bleeding out of his
Super
eyes.
upsetting. I was going Red Lantern for a moment.
His clothes were catching on fire, and he was vigorously killing animals.
You weren't gonna say that.
Okay, shut up,
if you go with Sinestro, I think the thing, if you did Sinestro as your villain, you'd have had to have done it like First Flight did, which is you made it more like a cop drama. Like you did it more like you played the space cop thing.
I think that would have worked.
It would have.
I mean, even if they had kept the really alien aliens. I like, except for maybe the little guys with the transparent heads.
Yeah, the Guardians look too weird.
In fact, I think they could have done the whole movie without even showing them.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Just keep them ambivalent.
Because the thing about the Guardians is that you either see a bunch of them or you see only one at a time, and that was Ganthet. And Ganthet needs to be very human. Because that's the thing about him, is the only Guardian who still had emotions. So the fact that you could either show them, you have to make them very human, but if you only didn't show them at all and just implied that they were there and Sinestro had a big beef with them, then you could have done it.
Yeah, just keep it like that, and then they just not kill Sinestro at the end of the movie as they are apt to.
Sinestro should. The only time you ever should get rid of Sinestro is you put him somewhere where he can't get out easily. Like in the comics, he was put inside the power battery because they thought that would just disintegrate him. Nope, he was just hanging out in there. He couldn't get out, but...
Yeah, but what they did in that movie, using the guy with the big butt head...
By the way, I just want to take a second here.
All he did was scream and look like he was sick.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that Hector Hammond
what are you about this?
What is it with comic books and just shoving people into things and expecting them to die?
Because you don't want to kill the character because you lose the marketability.
But you see it in Marvel, you see it in DC, you see it all over the damn place. It's just we're going to put him in this inescapable situation where he can't possibly escape, and then he escapes.
Let's throw Zod into the sun. Oh, wait.
Because Nasiman's right. He's right.
I was waiting for it.
He's right. You kill off a character, you do lose the marketability.
Unless it's Superman, then you just bring him right back.
No, you made him marketable by killing him.
What you do is you have Superman, and then you find out if he bleeds.
Maybe that's why they killed Wolverine, because they're just going to reboot the whole damn thing soon anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
They killed it. They killed him so they could sell a bunch of comics.
Dude, they Secret Wars killed They killed Rocket. They killed Black Widow. They killed...
And then when the universe resets...
everyone will be fine.
Which I feel that Secret Wars is such an asshole because it's happening at the same time as Convergence is happening, which is DC's big restructuring of the multiverse.
Yeah, but who knew what first?
Convergence was happening. Convergence was planned. Was in the books. like a year ago because they were because Superman was what was.
Then I can tell you, Secret Wars was in the works too.
Because Multiversity was coming out like last year. Superman was leading into it because he had this big thing where he pushed Brainiac into the into the bleed, which is like the space between universes. And like everything was building up to this big thing.
I haven't talked about a single troll this whole fucking time.
Well,
it's
fuck
glorious.
the trolls. Let's talk about fun stuff.
No,
Trolls are fucking horrible human beings. Comics are cool.
Oh man,
that's kind of a relative term.
You're gonna
there.
be trolled so hard, Nuss.
Fuck you guys.
There's
Man,
Come at me, Advanced Edition.
is going to shoot a load all over the comment section.
Come at me. Nassuman, the Master of Impetus, is calling you out, Advanced Edition. Go ahead, make another video about me. Talk about my point 3 army.
Advanced Edition is my resident control comment section, whatever.
Oh, come on. Everyone listening to this knows who Advanced Edition is.
I know. Everyone listening to this knows exactly who Advanced Edition is.
You know you're doing okay if Advanced Edition has made a stupid comment.
Yeah, you know a video's doing okay if Advanced Edition made a comment. If Advanced Edition doesn't comment, then I'm like, where's Advanced Edition?
I'm still not 100% convinced that Advanced Edition isn't sitting at this table.
I am not Advanced Edition.
No, I'm not.
He's not Advanced Edition.
I'm not.
Nasuman doesn't give a damn enough about his connection and to do anything worthwhile.
Advanced Edition would take too much effort on my part.
So really, it's down to you, Jeb.
Are you Advanced Edition?
Are you Advanced Edition?
Why would I call myself Ducky? I'd come up with a much better name.
Or you would call yourself Ducky because that would throw us off your track.
I'd also not heard the word impetus before that point.
Really?
Yes, really.
Can you prove it?
No, but
do I need to dissect my memory?
Yes.
Maybe.
Can we
give me a knife?
Let me get the.
No, don't get him a knife. He'll play with it.
Okay.
He'll actually cut his head
open and like he'll pull out a part of his brain. And he's like, "Here, guys."
This is why I have to put the plug covers on the
be
plugs,
fun to watch.
You'll get a fork.
It's gonna be fun to watch this comment dance around in the comment section and figure out how many people are trying to figure out if Advanced Edition is real.
Is Advanced Edition real?
There's gonna
be what if I'm Advanced Edition?
There's gonna be an entire Conspiracypedia page about Advanced Edition after this.
Is Advanced Edition really one of Cute Fuzzy Weasel's friends?
Does it piss him off so much?
Does Cute Fuzzy Weasel contract out with Advanced Edition?
I'm gonna get a subpoena at my house. Advanced Edition is sued for defamation of character.
No, Advanced Edition. Jeb will post all over the place as Advanced Edition. Because Jeb's Advanced Edition. I know it. He'll post all over the place saying, "No, I'm not him. I'm not him."
I'm gonna go to my Facebook feed. And it's gonna go, first name, quotations, Advanced Edition, last name for repair guy.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. just come on, Jeb. You're Advanced Edition and you know it. I'm gonna track down whoever he is. I'm gonna see if he bleeds. Do you bleed, Jeb?
I feel like
you've seen me bleed. I do it in most of your videos.
Yeah, because you hurt yourself.
So the thing about this.
Do you bleed, nothing, man?
Yes,
profusely.
Yeah, I actually. Yeah,
you will.
I bleed.
And you don't want any of it on him because it's contagious.
That's great. Has that become a meme yet?
Yes. Oh, totally.
Really? Do you bleed as a meme now?
Yeah. Oh, did you not see the Supergirl?
Yeah, I saw the Supergirl trailer. I saw that.
Where the stinger was. But yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing. Like there's the one with like it was like any superhero. Like the Wonder Woman was like, "Oh, I'm an immortal demigoddess made from clay who's now the embodiment of war." And then you see Superman goes, "But does it bleed?" And the next frame is like Superman dead in Wonder Woman's arms with a fucking sword. Can that please replace
jet fuel can't melt steel beams? Please.
What?
But
do you bleed? Please replace jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
But wait, wouldn't it be Batman saying that?
Yeah, no, Wonder Woman says it.
9/11, Jeremy.
It. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, I don't look at 9/11 memes or conspiracy. It's
a conspiracy meme, you idiot.
I don't look at conspiracy memes.
I don't either, but at least I know something.
God.
My internet is shittier than if you tried to get a signal through a dead goat. And
I remember the old days when you told me about the 4chans and how you're not supposed to tell people.
Yeah, I remember.
Don't act like you don't know what 4chan is.
You used to brag about what you went on the 4chans all the time. Now it's like, I don't know nothing about
Furthering my theory that he's Advanced Edition.
He could be! Oh my god!
Yeah,
Nasuman's Advanced Edition!
Clearly, I would be the person that says I'm the master of something.
The master of impetus.
The master of impotence. Got it.
Impetus.
But no,
Maybe that's what Advanced
the
Edition
meme
was
is-
trying to say, and he just types like you do.
Hey, I spelled
No,
check.
no.
you
CSW
fucking
Gaming
don't.
has
Yeah, I
an E in
do.
it. There's an E in it.
If I can't...
You fuzzy gaming.
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 It's intentional!
It's game.
No, it's not.
Yes! Gabbing is intentional!
No, it's not.
Yes, it is!
No, you just have bad typing skills.
It's I
Hang
type.
on. We've got a script here.
That's not a script.
That's the script from your. That's the script
it's
from your
not.
reading
Yeah,
earlier. This your
That's the
review.
Mad Max review.
Yeah, that's the Mad Max review script.
Shut up! No.
He doesn't
You
want
don't get to dissect my
He
writing.
doesn't want us to expose him as a fraud.
I am not a fraud. Advanced Edition.
Couldn't he spell fraud wrong? F-R-O-D.
F-R-O-U-D.
What time are we at here? Is that a good stopping?
49 minutes.
Bro, we're going
We still got a whole 10 minutes.
So
Oh god, we're not gonna top that. F-R-O-U-D.
F-R-O-U-D.
no,
Fraud.
Fraud.
That sounds like a
It's
dude-
Jeffrey again. Ah! Here come the numbers again. Fuck.
It sounds like a
Do
bad
the
guy from
numbers
fucking
bleed?
Dune. So the thing about
This is spiraled out of control so bad.
Look at how bad. Look at the audio. I must be spiking all over the fucking place.
so
We're just wrecking
I
this
guess
audio.
I guess since we got so much time, I guess we should try to like close this up.
Why? The rift is open. They're spilling out. And because the rift is open, our universe is inevitably going to hit another universe.
gonna-
The
That's
8 people
season
that
10.
listen to this are gonna love that last bit.
Yes,
The 8 people.
The 8 people that
he's
listen to
got
this are gonna
10,000
love it.
subscribers. At least 10 people are gonna.
I've got at least 1% of my audience is going to see this and subscribe.
Are they
will
gonna
they
subscribe for the
bleed?
numbers?
Will they bleed?
No.
They
Superman,
will.
Superman's
Why would you
sitting
want your
there in front of his
subscribers to
computer.
bleed listening to
Superman's
this?
been watching you since day one. He sits in front of his computer. You make that comment. A single Superman tear falls from his face, and he unsubscribes.
And burrows its
No,
way
he
through the
doesn't
center
bleed,
of the
but he
earth.
cries.
Do you bleed?
No.
but I cry.
That's
But,
it. There we go. Make that a meme. Do you bleed? No, but
I saw
do cry.
I've been watching. I don't tend to watch the Dorkly bits because they kind of are stupid. But
Who?
there's these shorts.
It's an internet thing.
It's a little internet
Oh.
shorts, and they did
Okay.
one which was like Goku versus Superman battle, like who was the strongest emotionally, and it was like Superman and Goku are like about to fight each other, and then like the referee shows, and here's a picture of a pup, and here's a video of a puppy with 2 legs,
And
like
Goku goes,
and Superman goes like, oh god, he's trying so hard, and like she was like, oh yeah, and here's a veteran coming home after he took shrapnel, and his 5-year-old child's coming to hug him, and like Goku goes, come on man, keep together. Don't be go Super Saiyan, not Super Crying, and then they end up just like having to like he shows them even more like here's adorable cat pictures of like rescued pets.
It's funny how he can take great things and ruin them by describing them.
It is fun.
It's Superman.
You know
and
what
Goku.
that means? He's Advanced Edition. Because who else can do that?
This is
Advanced
you're
Edition.
ruining the plot of season 1.
That's not the plot of season 1. That's not the plot of season 1.
That's season 4.
No, it's not the plot of season 4.
Once we jump the shark in
I
season
actually
3,
have.
that's where we go.
I have no idea what the plot of season 4
And
is.
clearly, it's my life is all of your trolls.
I just have the plots to season 3. I have the plots to season 1 through season 3 figured out, and I know how it ends.
I am
that's
every
it.
troll. I'm
What?
going to be
Apocalyptically.
season
Yes.
4 is about how I am every troll from Advanced Edition to Caden Calgar. I am all of them.
I don't think you could pull off.
I could not be.
Calgar.
I don't think I don't possess the
I'd
don't-
rather see him as crazy Cajun Santa. Mega Sage.
I couldn't. No, I don't.
I'd love to see him
But
pull off Mega
that
Sage.
kid is still turned.
But the key is still tannin. Regardless. Now imagine if you're in a car and your little 5-year-old boy is right next to you, and you tell him, "Look, Look at that forest. It's traveling by us at over 73,000 miles an hour. And he'll believe you.
Because he's stupid.
It's the same way with the shape of the earth.
Are we mixing videos, or was that video actually that stupid? Because
No, that was that fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But I could not.
Actually, it was. I want to do Cajun Santa again.
Does he
I
have
really
anything
do.
else?
Oh, he's got lots of videos.
Oh, why haven't you done him yet?
I have to find the right time to do them, but I really want to fucking do Cajun
you
Santa
could do
again.
just a Christmas in July episode and bring Cajun Santa back.
There we go.
Yo,
Christmas in
we
July.
got it. We did it.
Yeah. All right.
Just
Christmas.
cut me my check, send it home.
All right. That's a wrap. No, I'm kidding. We still got a lot of time.
5 minutes.
We got like 6 more minutes, man.
No, I don't think I could. I guess if we're gonna talk about trolls now, there's some trolls you've done that I could not imagine what their life must be like.
Let's see.
To live inside Caden Calger's head must be the scariest damn thing ever.
Living inside
Did
Caden
you know
Calger's...
he's actually seen some of Noah's videos and commented? He made the comment that he's not going to dignify him with a response. And in doing so, has dignified
you
him.
dodged that bullet.
Oh, fuck, I would love
that would be great.
If Caden Calger started a flame war on one of my fucking videos.
I would love to see Caden Calger bring his little
I would love to
stupid
see
ass down
I
here.
would love to see Caden Calger bring his A game because my audience is
Brutal.
at least 1,000 times more intelligent than him. I would love to see who could do it. Who could really beat him down?
So we did actually have one guy that remember we were doing the
JoJo could do it. I think JoJo could really beat him down.
Who was the guy who we were making fun of him when he was talking about the conspiracy things with the watch?
Oh God, which one? With the watch?
With the watch where he was like witchcraft and all these
Oh
different
yeah,
ones.
him,
Like
the
arches are-
triangles guy.
David Johnson?
Yeah, he commented and I was like
Oh yeah, he commented.
and he was like, "Oh, this is all good fun." And I'm just like,
yeah,
"No, you're supposed to
I don't think Dave Johnson's real. I don't think he's...
But I was so hoping he was gonna like get all like super pissy, but no, he was like, "Oh yeah, they're just having a good fun. It's they're just making a little fun." I was like, "No, you're supposed to be super angry and say inflammatory shit. This isn't how the internet
this
works."
Well, listen, who else? A lot of them make video
internet is not
responses to me.
The internet.
Like, have you ever seen any of the video responses? Like, did you see Red Pill Philosophy's
Oh,
video
his is
response
great.
to me?
That's great.
He's so dumb.
yeah.
He's so like, no, you don't understand me.
Did
honestly don't
XX Master of Swag XX
No, Master of Swag. Oh wait, he did. He did actually.
He made her. Oh, I love
He
him.
did. He made a whole series of videos. I do not.
Did he ever change the bad voice?
No. I barely watch. I really
love
do not
Master
watch
Swag.
the responses to me unless people tell me that I really have to
You
watch the
should
response.
though, because Master of Swag at least is interesting.
Master of Swag.
And I will tell you that all.
Who was the guy about the?
What if he's actually like Stephen Hawking and that's just the voice his chair has?
Then I feel very bad for him.
Not for you.
I would
You're still-
like a McDouble with a large fry.
You still have the high ground.
Oh yeah, no,
It's
I would
Stephen
still
Hawking
have
doing
the
a
free high
Borat
ground.
impression is what it is.
Stephen Hawking doing a Borat expression.
My sister
Master
is
of
the
Swag.
second best whore in all of Kazakhstan.
There you go.
I don't know if I could.
Nice.
If I could have any of the trolls do something for me, like any of the trolls really show up at the show, I've always wanted
Monkey
to.
Game Guides.
I've always wanted to have Monkey Game Guides show up somehow. I mean,
Is he still?
he's fake. I mean, well, he's not fake, but it's an act.
Yeah, he's a troll.
Yeah, but I would love
This is
because
breaking kayfabe here.
he's pretty. He's not that. He doesn't have that bad of an act, honestly.
But I don't know if he was still making
compared to,
videos as well.
like,
As asking.
compared to the new
well,
stuff you do?
he's sort of making videos now.
Compared to a lot of the videos you've done recently, he's positively tame.
Oh yeah, he's super.
Oh God! Compared to some of the people I've done, Monkey Game Guides is quaint.
So are you ever doing Pexlov on Peter again?
God, no.
Pexel von Peter, I feel
That's
is
the stuff
run.
of nightmares.
I think he's run it. She has run his course.
God, it's run its course.
I think it's run its course. I mean, honestly,
I don't know.
Like scaring me again with Pexel von Peter. It's kind of like how I'm not going to do.
The act is pretty.
Yeah.
James the Preacher, he's gone.
James the Preacher is gone permanently, although he is a character in the series. But that's Cardboard James,
Yeah,
and
that's effigy.
that's James Effigy.
But are you ever gonna? Okay. This is a big one, Coach Dave.
Coach Dave again?
If he does something interesting,
Yeah,
sure.
God, and we're gonna wrap up with this.
Because he was like your troll mate.
Okay. Listen, I would
sitting on that one.
I would love to
A
do
little bit.
I would love to do Coach Dave again. But the thing is, Coach Dave hasn't released an interesting video in months. Coach Dave is becoming a broken record. I really wish he would say something.
I'm sure that we will get something soon. Because
with the Supreme Court, the thing about gay marriage. Oh man, if they rule in favor, and I really hope they do.
Oh,
if they rule in favor of that, I would love to see Coach Dave's reaction.
Oh, dude, if they rule in favor of that, you've got a whole new string of videos for you to do.
I would be honestly more interested in Caden Cowger's reaction, just because
you would be inundated with work.
Oh my God, Caden Cowger's reaction, Coach Dave's reaction, End Times Ministries reaction, Potato Man.
Yeah.
I'd love to do him again, although it's hard for me to find a video of his that's not going on for 25 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
And
he's waiting for things to happen.
Who's the other one? I've always wanted to do.
What about that one with they used Go Animate? The guy who
Go Animate's gone.
But
Go
that
Animate's
guy.
gone.
he only used Go Animate.
You mean the guy who did Let's Plays for a while and then he went on to do that?
Yeah, I think so.
He hadn't made a video in years.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, I try to. Oh wow, we're over an hour long.
Oh well.
But just to put it up, I really try to stay clear of the right wing religious trolls now because I feel like I've done enough of them. But if
really have hammered that nail in.
But when the SCOTUS ruling comes in,
You will find.
I will at least do Coach Dave and Caden because you know they're gonna say something.
Regardless of what the ruling is, you're going to get a good video out of it.
Regardless of the ruling, I will get an excellent friggin' video out of that.
What about Beck?
Okay, Beck's a wild card. Beck's a wild card.
Beck could come out and say something completely out of left field at this point.
Beck has a habit of saying really horrible things and then sometimes doing really good things.
Like he gave a show to Andrew WK on his channel, which is the strangest thing considering it's the Blaze.
No, like what he did with what he did down at the border, where he was bringing teddy bears and water and stuff to those kids, which is an episode of Caden Cowger that I wanted to do, but I missed my opportunity.
You still can do it.
I can still do it if something else happens, but
is he your Joker? Is he your nemesis?
He's not my nemesis because he's stupid, but my nemesis has to be intelligent this time.
I remember the first time you ever showed me him, you were like, doesn't this guy look like someone...
Doesn't he have the punchablest face you can possibly imagine?
That was exactly how he introduced Caden Cowger to us, yeah.
The guy who has the punchable face.
The most punchable face in the world is Caden Cowger's.
Teenagers.
I would never punch Caden Cowger. He would destroy himself before I'd got the chance.
He will destroy himself before we get the chance. Anyway, this is Cute Fuzzy Weasel. I hope you enjoyed the first Disjointed Talk-Cast.
Feeding the podcast.
Feeding the Disjointed Podcast. There we go. Feeding the Disjointed Podcast.
That's really long. How about you guys decide in the comments?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Vote on it.
I want to call this the Disjointed Talk-Cast.
I vote for Disjointed Talk-Cast.
I like
Disjointed
Feeding the podcast.
Talk-Cast.
What about you, Justin?
I like the Disjointed Talk-Cast.
All right, the yeas
Overruled.
have it. Nasaman is overruled once again. God damn it. All right, anyway, the Cute Fuzzy Weasel, have a good day.